Are we going to be ending a relationship here? This person has a makeup or breakup question about their 30-year-old girlfriend that had their 10-year-old son take bikini photos of her. She's apparently trying to break into modeling. And while the dad was at work, she was keeping an eye on the 10-year-old. But the 10-year-old was keeping an eye on her because she was in her bikini. And apparently she needed some photos that her agent wanted. Said, hey, can you send something real quick? He was the only one that was available, and she needed good shots. And so she had him do it, about 10 pictures in total. Now, she said that she had to get them done ASAP because her agent had just called for this job and the client wanted updated photos like within an hour. But then when I found out, I told her it felt inappropriate and it crossed a boundary. And then she immediately accused me of making her feel creepy. So she kind of gaslit me back. But I claimed I was just projecting something dark onto an innocent situation is what she said I was doing. Now, the photos weren't graphic, but the situation still just sounds weird when you say it out loud, doesn't it? So I'm just kind of curious, do you think I'm overreacting or was this a clear line that should have not been crossed?
Well, I'll tell you, I have a 10-year-old, and he would have loved to be a part of that project.
Yes.
He would have been like, yes, sign me up.
Right. Does it send a bad, weird message? Is she somebody that you would not trust to use good judgment around your 10-year-old son?
And what kind of poses was she doing? Was she doing the...
Yeah, for research purposes, we need to see the photos.
Was she like crawling around like a cat, all, carnal-like?
Probably anything that you would see in a Sports Illustrated swimsuit modeling thing. Probably went out by the pool and struck some of those poses.
It's weird.
But is it breakup worthy?
I don't think it is.
I think it's something where you establish a boundary and say, hey, let's not do it again. I'm not comfortable with it. It just sounds odd. I mean, imagine, if there is a mom somewhere in the picture and she gets wind of it. And then the mom is like, so what are you doing? Having our 10-year-old taking bikini photos of your girlfriend?
I remember my mom lost her mind. My buddy's mom was becoming a masseuse, but she wasn't quite, or a physical therapist or whatever. And I needed people to work on. And I was, I think, 18 at the time, and my mom lost her mind about that. So, I don't know. Things get weird when you start bringing in adults and kids and stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about this? This is an odd thing. It's not actually a relationship, at least one that's romantic. Apparently, the relationship is fine. It's the problem with a bridesmaid. They're calling out their bridesmaid, who apparently they just found out booked a room at the same resort as my fiance and I during our honeymoon week. Now, I confronted her. I said, so what are you doing? Are you coming on my honeymoon? Because it is an international destination. And she said, I just thought it'd be fun to hang out because I'd like to celebrate with you. And she's like... Yeah, not to offend you, but I have zero intentions of hanging out with you for 1 second while I'm on my honeymoon with my new husband. And she got all upset and kind of started to fight back with me on it. And now I'm like, do I even want this girl in my bridal party?
Oh, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's out there, man.
That is crazy. How long have you known this girl?
She didn't go into she said that they've been friends for a very long time. But it's one of those things where she's kind of an out-of-towner, and so she's coming in, and she just wanted to, I guess, keep the party going. So her friend, I think, might have been a childhood friend from back home, and then is flying in for the wedding in South Florida, and then just booked a flight and said, hey, while I'm taking vacation, why don't I just go ahead and spend a few days where you guys are going?
That's psycho.
That is.
That's psycho behavior to not realize that's way inappropriate.
Is that enough to tell her that you're uninvited to the wedding or to tell her you're not going to be in my bridal party?
What you should say to her is, hey, you can't come on my honeymoon. We're not going to hang out.
Mm-hmm. That's what she's told her.
I need you to cancel that trip because I don't want it to be weird when I'm on my honeymoon and I run into you at the breakfast bar in the hotel. Mm-hmm. And then you're salty because I don't want to go get margs by the pool.
That's what she thought.
I don't want that.
She thought it was going to be one whole week of partying.
Just ask her, why are you being so weird?
Why are you being weird?
Sometimes you do have to ask somebody point blank, why are you being so weird? What's going on here?
So if she refused to cancel her reservations at the resort where you have your honeymoon reservations, would you kick her out of the bridal party and uninvite her from your wedding?
I think you have to at that point. If she still insists on being at the same hotel as your honeymoon, this girl's a stalker. This girl's crazy.
It's odd that she took the pose, though, that she was going to be abrasive and stand her ground on that.
Yeah, her reaction's what's even more alarming.
Yeah.
The fact that she's getting all butthurt about it.
You can't tell me where I go vacation.
When you're pointing it out to her that it's weird and awkward,
Yeah.
she's doubling down.
Right. Yeah. I think I would be insistent and be like, we need to cancel this. If you can't cancel this, then.
And I would come at it from the place with maybe sit her down with the other bridesmaids and maybe your mother, the mother of the bride, and say, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Because for you not to realize how messed up this is, we are worried about your mental health right now.
Well, honestly, too, if it's a childhood friend, people can change.
Totally.
Over time. You ever had that? You go back and you see a childhood friend, you're like, whoa, what happened to them, man?
They turn psycho.
They're a lot different than they used to be.
People can change for the good. They also can change for the bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I would insist, and if she does not cancel her reservations, I would consider canceling mine. See if you could go somewhere else.
Yeah, you might have to switch hotels.
Yeah.
Don't tell her where you're going.
Exactly. That's it.
Single white female.